Okay, today we're going to practice. If you need to review, please review the lesson from yesterday on recall and process, question types. So today we're going to actually practice, and I thought would be great if I could provide a model for you guys and teach you guys how to develop a more in-depth question types that require recall or process. So first, the text that we're going to be using is The Outsiders. Okay, you need to have that available. So you guys can use chapter 10 to help you, or you can use any chapter in The Outsiders to help you come up with your passages that you find relevant. Make sure you include page numbers, even if you're using the online book. And then here we're going to develop the actual process or recall question type. So when you use a recall question type, you are recalling some information that was apparent or shown in the passage or text. So let's say here's chapter 10 from The Outsiders. You guys could read this here. Okay, so with this section here, we're going to develop two types of questions. One, recall, and then, so the passage that I'm going to use, put it in here. The page number, $128. Okay, so remember, if we were thinking about a recall question, let's just check. This is what I do if I need some extra support, and I'm actually modeling for you guys how you could approach your own learning if there's something that you need to work on. So you simply have to start taking the initiation to look things up. So let's go to recall. So a simple recall question could be, what's your mother's name? So what's the highest mountain? Let's just focus on recall because process is a little bit different. Just page jumping all around, please. Oh, it's a glitch. Okay, let's get out of here. So recall, after reading this section, we want to recall some information that was spoken about in the text. Okay. So here is a section that they had just talked about Johnny's death. I could ask a recall question, label it recall. Where did Johnny die? Okay, and the answer would be, where did Johnny die? Did he die in the rumble? Did he die in the park? Did he die at home? No, the answer would be, he actually died in the hospital. Okay, so a recall question type, okay, you're able to refer right back to the text and be able to recall the information that was presented. Another recall question type would be, what place was located in Hendricksville? So what place was located in Hendricksville? Answer would be, give you guys time to think of it. You should have been thinking, well, actually, if you don't know, we could refer here, the church. Okay, so here's some examples of recall questions. We're only going to do 10, meaning, so this counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll leave this example here for you guys. So really, you only have to do 9. I'll leave this example here so that you could use it as you work on developing your questions. So now let's jump over to process. Let's go review what it is. type it in. What questions? So processing questions do exactly what it says. It processes information. So let's see. Do we have any processing? So processing questions allows for preparation, framing, okay, which might remind you from the loaded questions, and it helps to facilitate a relevant discussion. So process, you probably will be thinking about why, okay? Why does something happen, right? Because if we're thinking about why something happens, then you have to explain it. You could explain it in a series of steps, which also could be known as like a process, like how something happens. If you need to look up the word process, look it up. Don't be afraid. Look up the word process so that you can gain a better understanding of what it actually means for to be able to write process question type. So I'm going to just jump here. An example of a process question using the same text. We can ask maybe a why something happened. Or how about this? Explain the process of how Johnny dies. Right? So then the answer for this would be a little bit longer, right? Because you would go back and explain how in chapter 4 he had, and again, for this activity, you don't have to provide the answer, but I'm just giving you guys some examples. So explain the process of how Johnny dies. Johnny dies, well, actually, it starts in chapter 4 when, they explain to us how he was attacked and how that attack led to other series of events, okay? So you would have to explain the process. Something like that. 4 explained that he was attacked. And then you would continue to explain the process from there. How else could you word the same question? What leads to Johnny's death? Okay? The answer would be in the form of a process. You would explain the process by why his death occurred. Okay, if you need more examples, just you guys can Google it, or you can ask me. I will leave this on the doc for you guys as examples. Okay, and then these are process. Let's put the process stuff in a different color. So that way you guys aren't confused. So where I'm putting the bold and underline is where the example is. Okay, if you found this lesson to be helpful, don't forget to like the video. Have a good day, everybody.